you brothers asked me to give a lecture in a Islamic conference, and I refused. I said I don't do that. One of the reasons, there's a couple of reasons why I don't do that, but it's going to lead on to a question, but I'll quickly explain. The reason why I don't do that, because I know myself, you know, and I feel once you put yourself on that stage where you're giving dawah, you might not want it, but you've put yourself on that stage.
That's true.
So you have to hold yourself to a certain standard. And I feel I have many shortcomings as a person. Alhamdulillah, I pray 5 times a day.
Alhamdulillah.
But I have my struggles and my temptations, and you know, and I don't feel I'm at that stage where I could be on that level. So I just can't have my platform. You know, tomorrow if you see me in traffic listening to Tupac, you can't knock me, you know. If I'm in the masjid and you see me, it's going to be a problem. You know how people are very judgmental. And one of the other reasons is, and it's very important, this is as well, so in the prison system we have in the UK, I spent a lot of time in prison, there's a lot of unity among the Muslims in prison. And the UK prison system, there's a lot of racism in the 90s and stuff like that, especially towards the people have been killed in there. You know, there's a brother called Zaid Mubarak, he was killed by his racist cellmate. So when we're in prison, like regardless of what group you might be with or what madhab you might follow, we're united inside prison. And them conversations are not taking place in front of the enemies.
Of course,
inside there.
as it shouldn't.
You know, inside the cell we might discuss about, you know, this group, that group. So there's a particular brother from South London. He's the one that kind of really encouraged this. I'm not going to say his name because he's still in prison, he's doing a life sentence, but he was the one that encouraged this, and it's something I really believed in prison. You know, alhamdulillah, I was never a brother that was kind of like jump on a bandwagon. You know, when this whole stuff that happened about extremism, I was like, look, I can't understand how someone could kill a child. This doesn't make no sense to me. You know,
I agree.
I don't see this to be something to be what a warrior would do.
Agreed.
And I see the companions as warriors. So I wouldn't get pulled here or there. But when the unity inside, if something happened, and many things did happen, we're gonna ride for the brothers.
Right.
But one thing I see here outside, you know, there was an era of when someone should correct someone's mistakes. You know, a scholar will write a book or something like that. Now everyone has taken to YouTube, qualified, not qualified. Number one, I feel you're showing your enemies your weakness.
Agreed.
Within the thing, and it's become a form of entertainment also.
Drama.
You know, drama, entertainment, and stuff like that. And I personally don't respect it.
I agree.
You know, I just see like some of these people that are talking and being vile, calling people names. Akhi, wallahi, you would never say that in a man's face. Number one.
Yep.
And number two, if you were in prison, you'll be in serious problems. You know?
As you should.
Do you understand? What would be your advice, especially in times like this with Palestine and what's going on? May Allah help the Palestinians. I mean, what would be your advice to the Muslims, especially unity? Of course, Quran and Sunnah, that's something we agree with. But let's be honest, we're always going to differ. But there's an etiquette.
So let me start with the first thing, right? And may Allah protect you. May Allah keep you upon righteousness. Alhamdulillah, you're doing good work. Right? You're reaching out to an audience and giving a positive message, and that's wonderful. Keep doing that, right? Regarding giving lectures and speeches and getting on that platform, it's a dangerous and difficult place to be, right? None of us are perfect, and Allah doesn't demand perfection from us. Allah is so merciful and forgiving and loving that if we didn't sin, Allah would bring another creation that would sin and then turn to Allah, and Allah would love. That's how much Allah loves to forgive. Every one of us should do our best to be the best Muslim, whether people see us or don't see us, or doesn't matter. In the end, it's between you and Allah, right? Don't rush into being a speaker. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're doing good, keep doing good. I mean, I myself, for a long time didn't speak about this, my life, for a long time. Years and years, 10, 15, whatever years. I never wanted to be a speaker, to be honest, right? I never wanted to record my da'wah. Our da'wah channel doesn't make any money. We don't have Patreon. We don't care about views. We blur if there's women. We stick to the Sharia, Quran, Sunnah. And, in the end, at some times I realized that my experiences could help some people. And they did. When I know many Mexican gang members recently, I've got contacted as well. cartel members that watched my video that were not Muslims, that left that life. I know many people here in London that were involved in the gangster life that left it Muslims because they watched the video. So alhamdulillah, when you have some benefit, then we share it. But it's a difficult place to be honest. I wish I wasn't.